Yes, folks, hello, welcome once again to Monetary Games and Collectibles. I'm Chris, this is my channel. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with me here today. And it is a very exciting day for G.I. Joe Classified Series fans, or in particular, G.I. Joe Classified Series fans like me who are into the weirder, wackier, balmier, more out there stuff from their G.I. Joe IP. Because just earlier today, over on IGN.com, an article was posted announcing that a Cold Slither figure set was going to be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this year. And, you know, it's just so ridiculous. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the renders that were posted in the article on IGN.com. And yeah, just have a bit of a chat about it, speculate about some of the things, and share a couple of key highlights out of the article with you. Okay, let's get into it. And here they are, ladies and gents, all four of them in their finest 80s hair metal glory. Look at them. Now, the article explains that it is a figure set, so the assumption, we can assume that it means that we're buying a box set with all four of the figures and the various instruments as depicted in this first digital render. They have posted individual character digital renders. We'll look at those in just a minute and hone in on a few finer details, but just to give you the rundown, San Diego Comic-Con is taking place on the 24th to the 27th of July. This will be available as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but it does say the limited quantities will be made available on Hasbro Pulse after the fact. We've seen this before. This is routine. That's what it was like with Once a Man. That's what it was like with Chuckles, Mindbender, Pentor. You know, year in, year out, it's been this way. So we can expect possibly a similar kind of rollout, whether that'll displease some fans out there, because I believe this limited quantities is a particular challenge for our friends in North America who collect the line. No word in the article on price, but I'm going to put it out there. My estimate would be, what? We're talking $100 here, aren't we? 4 figures at $25 a piece. Well, probably more, in fact. Maybe even higher. You know, it might be $100. It will be $100 plus, you know. But no mention of price in the article itself at this moment in time. Did mention that there's going to be a complimentary Cold Slither album being released as well. I'll pop the link to the article down below, so if you want to go and investigate that a little bit more, you can do, as well as showing off the fact that the Cold Slither Zartan is coming to the Super 7 reaction wave. But we don't cover Super 7 here on Mod Extra. We're G.I. Joe Classified Series fans around these parts. Now, we can see here in this group picture that we've got the keytar, the 2 guitars, you know, the bass and the rhythm guitar, the drum kit. We'll see when we take a look at the individual renders that they've got the straps in there as well. Buzzer's got his drumsticks too. But it does say that there is no fewer than 29 accessories in the set. So even if you include the straps for the guitars and break that drum kit down into several accessory pieces, that's not 29 accessories on show there. But it did say that a range of musical instruments, it described a range of musical instruments, and it did say that the packaging is designed to recreate the Springfield Theatre. So whether there's some guitar amplifiers, tambourines, I don't know, some flame effects or something for when they got into that bit where, you know, they were smashing the instruments and torch was burning down the stage. It could be anything, you know, so get your guesses and speculations in the comments down below, because that's not 29 accessories. Unless, well, we'll come to that in a minute when we look at the figures individually, but that's the rundown of all the key, just glancing at my notes, that's the rundown of all the kind of key headlines from the article there. So let's now take a closer look at the figures themselves. And we'll start with Zartan here. Look at this bad boy. Just really, just sells 80 hair metal sets. It's just incredible. Really, really interesting figure there. The colour scheme and the hair and everything is obviously very accurate to the Cold Slither appearance in the cartoon. One interesting thing that caught my eye on it is the diaphragm joint in here with the kind of leather vest over the top. So whether that means that this is going to be kind of soft, rubbery, flexible, if they get the texture, that leathery effect right in the actual 6-inch plastic form, that'll look amazing. But that caught my eye, the fact that he's got a diaphragm joint. Also, some other little bits like the belt here. That looks like it's a sculpted piece over the top with the big ring belt on it. Another bit of flavour with the with the tie up. I don't even know what you call that. Fly? It'll be the fly, yes. But really awesome. Then, of course, the guitar. That looks great. The colour scheme with the yellow and the green in it there being very consistent with the overall outfit. And then his guitar strap has got the green clips on either end to match up with, with the guitar, with the overall thing. But the guitar's great. I mean, it looks awesome. Look at it. Although I don't remember Zartan in the episode playing the guitar. He was the singer. I should have checked, as is my new catchphrase. I should have checked before I started talking on a hot mic. It's been a while since I've watched the episode. But yeah, I remember him being the singer. So whether there's a mic stand with a microphone on it as an additional accessory in the set, that'd be really cool to see so that we can have him, singing. Maybe some hand swaps so we can do some, rock stuff. I don't know. That would be really great. But yeah, just awesome. Look at the shelf presence of those yellow, tight fit 80s pants alone is going to be worth it as far as I'm concerned. Look how fucking ridiculous that is. Next up, we got Ripper here. Once again, looking cartoon accurate, at least to my mind's eye memory of how he looked with the black leather waistcoat. Once again, we've got a guitar here pictured in the digital render with Ripper. I mean, the guitar looks awesome. And I like that kind of rip effect. Not only is it this incredibly bright 80s color scheme, but it's got the ripped, because he's Ripper, and we'll see that little motif continued in some other areas of these figures. But wasn't he the keyboardist? He had an organ, big blue organ, I seem to remember. So whether, again, that's another additional accessory that's going to be thrown in the set, big blue organ, time will tell. But it's still a really freaking awesome rocking guitar. Look at that, the flying V there. And the strap as well, got the yellow clips for attaching to the guitar there. So you can match up your straps with the right character. But the figure himself is looking great. The hair is, I think, slightly longer than it was in the cartoon appearance, but I don't care. I did wonder, looking at it, whether these glasses were removable or not. And again, whether that's another count off this accessory count that they gave us. So that could be the case, could be removable glasses. He's also got this diaphragm joint in there underneath the leather waistcoat, which is interesting to see. Just these crazy pirate-y striped pants with the handkerchief tied around the belt. Brilliant. And a nice little bit of colour continuity there with the yet more scarf action tied around the top of his boots there. So looking really great, really rocking, awesome figure. Once again, I am just loving the absolute ridiculous, outrageous nature of these figures. Just the same way as I appreciated the ridiculous, outrageous nature of their appearance in the cartoon. Then we have Torch here with the guitar. I mentioned him before about this little kind of motif tying into their character names, and we can see this lovely fame effect and this sort of yellow and orange and red colour scheme on the guitar there. What an excellent instrument. I think this is accurate. I think Torch was playing a guitar in the episode, although he does get his flamethrower out at one point, but there we go, and a strap, of course, to attach it to the figure. But looking good. Again, looking good. Colour scheme is accurate with the red arrow, again, as he appeared in the cartoon, at least to my memory. It's obviously a little bit modernised. The belt buckle caught my eye on this one. I like that belt buckle. I don't know, I just do. Got the really tight rocker pants, got his studded gloves on, leather gloves on there. Smell my glove. Just really loving it. I think the core of the head sculpt is the same as the mainline figure, but they've obviously disheveled his hair a lot more, made it look like he's head banging a little bit more. So yeah, again, very excited about the way they come together and the visual kind of presence. I was thinking earlier, I was like, momentary tangent, I've got my my Beatles, my McFarlane Beatles set up there, and the arrival of Cold Slither may shake up that little area of the display for a little while. The Beatles might come down for a bit, which I know is sacrilege because I really love the Beatles, and that's been with me for many, many years, but Cold Slither might have a little turn on that section, on that little stage area there. Time will tell. Watch this space. And then finally, Ripper, the drummer of the four-piece. He's got his Mohican, again, accurate to the cartoon. Although, does the shape of his head look a bit weird, a bit eggy? I can't, up the top there with the Mohican, I feel like his forehead and the height of his chrome domey bit seems too tall. I don't know. But in any case, he's there. He's got the glasses. I did wonder if these are removable or not. Love that kind of gritted teeth, crazy. Reminds me of Aid Edmondson from the Young Ones there. Got a real fantastic kind of punk rocker look. The pearls around his neck, brilliant. That diaphragm joint, interesting. But the denim waistcoat and the studded belt looks really great. But of course, the whole, like the thing that really sends it over the top is the complete drum kit here with cymbals, bass drum, all the stuff. He's got a couple of drumsticks. Looks really, really fantastic. Just something about that head don't look right. Like it's a bit too tall to me. But that may just be a digital render thing. One would hope. After the mind benders of the line that they've got a pretty good grip on a bald head, the OG Zartan, but yeah, really awesome. Just can't get over the pearls around his neck, and just I don't know. As you can probably tell, I'm very excited by this set. I'm terrified by the potential price, but really excited by this set because it just appeals to everything that I love. It's G.I. Joe. It's G.I. Joe Classified, my favorite line at the minute. It's a rock band. I love when my two hobbies, my love of music and my love of action figure collecting, smash together. It's cheesy 80s. It's great. It's nostalgic when it comes to the cartoon. It's really got everything I love about just being an adult man-child, Well, there we go then, folks. There is your rundown of the new G.I. Joe Classified series digital render announcement that happened today. Again, I'll reiterate, it was over on IGN.com. The link to the article will be in the description down below. And I'll invite you to jump into the comments and share your thoughts. Is this an easy pass for you? You're not into this kind of cheesier stuff? Is it singing to you the same way as it's singing to me? One kind of final note, I think doing convention exclusives like this is a good way to go. I was talking to some of my Joe Bros over on Discord earlier, and it pleases me when an exclusive is not like a must-have, mainline. It's frustrating to me when it's mainline and straight. I've talked about this before. Regulars will have heard me talking about this idea. Like when the exclusive is something that if you really want it, it appeals to you, you can get to the convention or you can pursue it through other means, like try and get your hands on the limited quantities. But it's not so like must have it to complete it's not like an OG-13 character or anything. And that, I think, is the right way to go. So I'm pleased. But further to that, I suspect there'll be a few comments where folks will be saying, it's an easy pass for me. Not worth the hassle, not worth the price tag. Whereas others will be like me going, tell me the price I need to know because I have to start saving now. I'll tell you what, it fills me with so much hope that we will one day eventually see a figure set that will be Satin's band with Shipwreck on the saxophone with his green jacket and the Snake Eyes in the dress and the dog Timber with the hat on, It really fills me with hope that one day we might see that. So there we go. There is the G.I. Joe Classified series San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, being released at San Diego Comic-Con in July this year. Thanks so very much for coming and hanging out while I walked you through those and shared some thoughts and commentary of my own. It'd be great to see you around these parts again for another video sometime soon, but all that remains to say is I hope you have a great day, hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again next time. All right? Take it easy, folks.